warm welcome to AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. The Enugu State Government, Nigeria, said it has trained 65 Adani youths of Uzowani Area Council of the state on tomato production technology. The Acting Director, Technical Services, Enugu State Agricultural Development Program, Benjamin Onuze, said this in an interview with pressmen in Enugu, Southeast Nigeria. Onuze said the essence of the training was to develop experts on tomato farming in the area council, adding that the tomato seedlings are improved varieties provided by the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology for the state, with the aim of ensuring that the state is among one of the tomato growing states in Nigeria. Stakeholders at the second edition of Tech Girls Club in Ibadan, Nigeria, have emphasized the need for more female scientists in science, technology, engineering and mathematics to contribute to national development. They made this known at the Raising the Next Generation of African Female Scientists Conference organized by Tech Girls Club in collaboration with Success Waymarks Foundation. In her address, Professor Olanike Adeyemo, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, University of Ibadan, Nigeria, charged women on self-motivation and passion for their chosen career and urged female in science to work with the right mindset and attitude with high standards while in pursuit of their careers.
The thing about it in life is that you have to know that it's all in your hands. It's easy for us as people to say, when you get A, you say, oh, I got A. When you get F, you say, you gave me F. Nobody gave you. Most of the time, where you are right now are a function of the choices you made yesterday. And the choices that you make today will determine where you be tomorrow. So with this DDC work, when people ask me, I say, I'm doing it to the best of my ability. Because I don't want to look back and say, oh, would have done this. What fires you up? What are you passionate about? That is the decision of excellence. Because anything you do seamlessly, everything you do effortlessly, then that is the only place where you can excel. If your life or whatever you are doing is a job, is each time you think about it, then that's not the place for you. So you have to discover the place of your passion.
The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control plans to host a World Trade Conference for the regulation of drugs, food and other products in February. The Director of Public Affairs, NAFDAC, Jimoh Abubakar, said this in an interview with newsmen on the agency's collaboration with other global regulators. Abubakar expressed optimism that the planned conference would further strengthen collaborations and that NAFDAC is working with the U.S. Food and Drug Agency, Chinese Trade Food and Drug Board and Canadian Health Agency in the area of information sharing. A medical doctor at the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, Enugu State, Nigeria, has stressed the need for antenatal care during pregnancy to help reduce issues of complications. He made this known in an interview with pressmen. Agunwa, a public health consultant, said the essence of antenatal is to help keep record and ascertain the health of the unborn child and the mother, adding that during antenatal, doctors are able to identify complications such as anemia, preeclampsia and hypertension in pregnant women. He further emphasized that the service was highly beneficial as it will reduce mother and child mortality. Still talking health, 4 new cases of an unfamiliar lung illness was reported in China this Saturday, increasing fears that the coronavirus disease could spread as the country gears up for the most massive human migration on Earth. Health officials fear the spread of the virus in the run-up to the country's massive Lunar New Year celebrations. So far, 2 people have died and there have been 45 confirmed cases in 3 countries. This brings the number of confirmed cases up to 45. The new strain of coronavirus has killed 2 people in the city of Wuhan, where it is believed to have originated in the city's animal market. Although the disease is concentrated in Wuhan, 2 cases have turned up in Thailand and 1 in Japan, brought by recent visitors to Wuhan. Some of China's neighbors have instituted medical checks at airports. You're watching AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. We'll go on a short break now. More stories when we return. Do stay.
AD4TV Radio, we focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl-child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship, and entertainment. We'll give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. AD4TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4TV Radio.
You're welcome back. The world has become a global village and to this extent has embraced innovation for those who choose to assent to it. To a certain degree, the perception of one's mind defines the willingness to accept this change, and to this note, it brings to mind the level and acceptance of the electronic recharge system used widely by people. The electronic recharge can be said to be a dynamic and suitable electronic recharge alternative for topping up subscribers without scratching a card. Most people claim it is a fast and readily accessible means of recharging mobile account, while others still patronize the card system with PIN codes. AD4TV Radio crew interacted with some residents of Abuja as to why they patronize the electronic recharge system to the card recharge.
I prefer electronic recharge. Why? Because it's more convenient, and now because of affiliate marketing, so many people are getting paid even while recharging, so it is very convenient and more profitable using electronic recharge to me.
I use the both. I use the voucher, I use the electronic. I use the electronic to charge my mobile phone, that is my phone, and then the voucher for my data.
I patronize the paper recharge more because even before the whole recharge from your bank, it's been the paper all through, and if I have to use my bank, except on emergency cases, maybe I have an emergency, I need to make a call like 11 p.m., 12 in the morning, when I know these guys are not outside, then I can make use of my bank.
I think I prefer buying online because it's easier. Like, I might not have strength to stand up from my bed and go outside to go and buy, because like now maybe I'll stand up and go and the guy is not there, so I can just buy. And sometimes you go there, maybe you ask them for 1,000 naira, this one they don't have it, this recharge card they don't have it, so I just feel like the online one is better.
Human migration involves the movement of people from one place to another, either in search of shelter, education, job opportunities, or greener pasture. According to the International Organization for Migration, Nigeria continues to experience high internal and external migration due to the size of its population, economic climate, as well as its porous borders. Using that as a yardstick, many today leave the shores of the country all in search of a better life. Residents of Abuja, Nigeria, spoke with AD4TV radio correspondent on some other reasons for migration, especially amongst Nigerians.
What makes people travel abroad is because of the environment. Some people are here with their cash, yet there is no environment for them to invest. Now, when you establish a business here in Nigeria, for instance, as of yesterday I was listening to news and our VAT has been moved from 5% to 7.5%. So what are we talking about? The electricity, the challenges, the pay, for instance. Up to today, people are clamoring. In fact, Nigeria is still clamoring for the issue of 30,000 minimum wage. And of course, bag of rice is almost 30,000. And a family of maybe like 4 or 5, how can you cope? There is that belief that ordinary cleaner outside the country collects like 50, 40, maybe 200,000 just for a cleaner's job. And here in Nigeria, a graduate is begging for 30,000. What are we talking about?
They are going to look for greener pastures. Yes, it's very tough now. Some people have the opportunity, some people are well educated, but there are no jobs. So if they get the opportunity to go, I don't know, I can't judge them.
The idea of people living abroad is because they believe that they will find a greener pasture and life is easy down there. Why won't people leave to find a better place? They will settle with their family. It's not how many years you live here on earth that matters. What matters is the comfort you enjoy.
One of Nigeria's leading banks, Access Bank PLC, says it has secured final approvals of all relevant regulatory authorities in Kenya for the acquisition of Kenya-based Transnational Bank PLC. The bank disclosed this in a statement to the Nigerian Stock Exchange signed by the company's secretary, Sunday Ekwochi. The bank's group managing director, Herbert Wigwe, in a statement said the acquisition is in line with the bank's strategic objective of becoming Africa's gateway to the world and ties into its strategy to establish footprint in key African markets. The bank added that the acquisition would further complement its franchise in Rwanda, Democratic Republic of Congo and Zambia. The United Nations mission in Libya has expressed concern over Libyan National Army efforts to disrupt oil production in the country. The mission, in a statement, said the action would cause devastating consequences, especially to citizens of the country. According to reports, these came after tribes close to renegade Libyan military commander Khalifa Haftar, whose forces control much of eastern Libya, calls for a blockade of coastal oil export terminals to protest against a Turkish intervention in support of the country's UN-recognized government of national accord. Food can be categorized as any edible substance that can be taken in solid or liquid form for growth, development and a sound health. Nigeria is a country blessed with lots of delicacies, which varies among the diverse cultural and ethnic groups. One of these delicacies is amala, a popular indigenous food ordinarily prepared and consumed by the Yorubas, predominantly found in the southwestern part of the country. Surprisingly today, the demand for amala has extended to other tribes and is gradually becoming a national delicacy. AD4TV radio correspondent paid a visit to a popular amala joint in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, to get views concerning this dish.
Amala is a trending food in Nigeria right now. The evolution of amala in Nigerian history cannot be eradicated. Amala is one of the premier and old food and recipe in Nigeria, emanated from southwest, particularly Yoruba land. And if you look at it in Nigeria today, it's not only Yoruba alone that is eating amala. It's all the tribes that are craving for amala in Nigeria.
Amala is being gotten from so many things, such as cassava, plantain, yam, and any other, and cocoyam as well. We have the black, then we have the one that is white, we have the one that is semi-brown, then we also have the one that is somehow yellowish in color.
Anywhere you go, people know amala. It's a food, like it's nice, like people enjoy it with any soup, any kind of soup. Everywhere you go, amala here. If we are Hausa man eats amala, and Igbo man eats amala. Every tribes now are very acquainted to the food because of its popularity. Like it's one of the most common food you get to eat. Like even if people from other country comes to Nigeria, I think that's one of the first food they would like to taste, amala.
On a lighter mood, Malcolm Forbes is of the opinion that the purpose of education is to replace an empty mind with an open one. What do you think is the purpose of education? Please join the conversation on our social media platforms showing on your screen. That's it, an AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. You can also like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.